Hello dear student, welcome back again in our online lecture series. In last lecture we have discussed concept of radioactivity, the concept given by the Henry Becquerel, then contribution of various scientists such as Marie Curie, Pierre Curie, then Rutherford, Ernest Rutherford and Frederick Soddy. So these were the Nobel laureates and their contribution was great in order to find the um, various aspects of nuclear chemistry and to discover the structure of atom. Today we want to discuss the concept of atomic number, which is given by scientist Henry Moseley. So Henry Moseley has performed the experiment that is known as Henry Moseley experiment, in which he recorded the different X-ray spectra of different metals. Near about he recorded the 38 different spectra of different metal, right from aluminum to gold. So what is X-ray, how they were produced, who discovered X-rays, so that we want to learn from basics. So the X-rays were discovered by scientist William Röntgen. So scientist William Röntgen in 1895 observed some unknown radiation, which is electromagnetic radiation. Scientist Röntgen discovered the X-rays. Röntgen observed that when cathode rays in a discharge tube, when a cathode rays struck on the anode of a different metal, produces some X-rays which shows the fluorescence with zinc sulfide screen and do not deflect in electric field or magnetic field, and that radiation, the name was given, that is X-ray, having wavelength it is 0.1 nanometer, 0.1 nanometer lambda of X-rays, lambda, that is wavelength of X-ray, that is 0.1 nanometer, having high frequency and very low wavelength, that is known as X-ray, and having very high penetrating power. Today we are using X-rays for diagnostic purpose, because X-ray having strong penetrating power. For medical diagnosis of fractures, we are taking X-ray, isn't it? So orthopedic doctor use the X-ray image of for diagnostic purpose, to detect the fractures in the bones, isn't it? So various diagnostic purpose nowadays X-rays are used. So X-ray spectrum of different metals was studied by the scientist Henry Moseley. So how these X-rays were produced, we want to discuss. When X-rays, suppose we are finding when electrons are fired on metal surface, there is emission of gives X-rays. So suppose we have the electrons or cathode rays, and we are bombarding this electron on a metal surface. Okay, this is our metal surface, positive nucleus, then electron. Okay, these were electron, and now what happened? These electrons, when penetrate inside the nucleus, they were attracted toward the nucleus, and get deflected. Okay, and that produces X-rays. And during this process, X-rays were produced. This is due to the loss of energy. The energy of electron, the projectile electron loses energy due to electrostatic force of attraction, isn't it? So while passing through the atom, fired electron loses its kinetic energy of ejected electron decreases. Initially it have high kinetic energy, and after passing through the atom, kinetic energy of electron decreases, and due to loss of energy it is lost in the form of photon or X-rays, isn't it? That X-ray is given out. In same way, what happened, Röntgen, this is concept of at that time Röntgen do not know what is the type of that radiation. The name is unknown. That is why he given X, isn't it? And it is still continue. We are calling it as X-ray, isn't it? So these were the X-rays, and same X-rays were used to identify the total number of positive charge present inside the nucleus by the scientist Henry Moseley. So that we want to study Henry Moseley experiment. Henry Moseley. Henry Moseley, 1912 to 1913. In 1930, his investigation is there. In 1930, his experiment was, already we have discussed, we have a cathode, then we have anode, what happened? This is cathode, which is connected to the negative terminal. This is our anode. Okay. Then it is connected to the high voltage supply battery. Negative, positive. Then there is outside the cathode, there is diffraction grating. This is X-ray. This is diffraction grating. This is our discharge tube. Then this is cathode. This is anode. Okay. Now what happened? When cathode ray, when a high voltage is applied, isn't it? When high DC voltage is applied, which is switched to this circuit in the cathode ray tube, what happened? The cathode rays emitted from cathode and struck on the metal surface, which is used as an anode. And scientist Henry Moseley studied different types of anode. He used different anode, aluminium, then copper, then nickel, then cobalt, then various different gold and silver, various different metal anode he have used. And what happened when your cathode struck on the metal plate, X-rays were produced. That X-ray shows the fluorescence, and it is deflected by the diffraction grating, and frequency is monitored. Now here the recorder. Frequency, to monitor the X-ray frequency. Nu is symbol for the frequency. Okay, so scientist Henry Moseley monitored the frequency of X-rays, of different element, and plotted the graph, and he found that what happened, as element changes, as different metal plate changes, it get different X-ray frequencies. It's compared to the positive charge present inside the nucleus. Suppose we have the frequency at one side and another side atomic number. Atomic number, that is 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. Okay. So and we have frequency for that. Okay. Then 5, then 15, okay, 5, then 10, 15, then 20, 25 and 30. Under root of nu. So what happened? He observed the spectra, and what happened? He observed that as atomic number, different element shows different X-ray frequencies. Isn't it? So it is increases with increasing atomic number or increasing positive charge. So he gave the concept atomic number, and equation is given under root of nu is equal to A into Z minus B. Isn't it? So what is this A? A and B are constant, and Z is equal to atomic number. And the modern periodic table is based on the atomic number. Initially, attempts were made by Mendeleev to classify the element on the basis of mass number, isn't it? But drawback of that mass number classification is isotopes and isobar. Say some compounds have same mass but different atomic number. They were how to place in periodic table. So that problem is overcome in the scientist Moseley periodic table, Henry Moseley periodic table, and now modern periodic table is given by the Henry Moseley. So the concept of atomic number is nothing but total number of positive charge present in the nucleus of an atom is known as atomic number. Do the copy, and then we will discuss what is isotopes and isobars. So we have discussed the concept of atomic number. Now we want to discuss about mass number. So what is revised? Atomic number is nothing but total number of positive charge. Total number of positive charge, that is proton present on atom. And what is mass number? Mass number is total number of proton plus neutron present in the nucleus. It is denoted by sign A. A is equal to proton plus neutron. Okay. Generally, number of proton and neutron are having same number. Number of proton and number of neutron having same number. So therefore, atomic number, mass number is twice than atomic number. Mass number is twice than atomic number. For example, we have example that is we have example carbon. Atomic number 6, mass number 12, isn't it? Then we have example chlorine. Chlorine atomic number 17, mass number is chlorine atomic, it is 34 or 36 also. Maybe same or something, there may be difference. Okay, so that we want to study in concept of isotopes and isobar. So do the copy, then we will study isotopes and isobar. Third concept, that is isotope and isobar. What are the isotopes? Isotopes are nothing but the having element which are having different atomic different mass number but same atomic number. Same atomic number but different mass number. For example, hydrogen isotope, protium mass number 1, then deuterium mass number 2, and tritium mass number 3. Isotopes of hydrogen. Then isotopes of carbon. Isotopes of carbon. Carbon atomic number 6, mass number 12, and carbon atomic number 6, mass number 13. Then isotopes of oxygen. Oxygen atomic number 8, mass number 17, and oxygen atomic number 8, mass number 18. Then isotopes of chlorine also there, 35 and 37. Chlorine 35 atomic number 17, and chlorine 37 atomic number 17. It is also 37. Okay. So what are the isotopes? Isotopes are the element having same atomic number but different atomic masses. So that is called isotope. As they have same atomic number, in periodic table they acquire same position. They have same physical and chemical property. They have same near about same physical and chemical property, as well as they acquire same position in periodic table. But what are the isobar? Isobar is reverse of isotope. Compounds having different atomic number but same atomic masses. Different atomic number but same atomic masses. For example, we have argon, then potassium and calcium. Argon, atomic number of argon, it is 18, and mass number 14. Potassium, atomic number 19, mass number 14, and calcium, atomic number 20, mass number 14. Argon, potassium, calcium, they are isobars. Argon is noble gas having different property. Potassium, alkali metal, and calcium, alkaline earth metal. They are located at different position in periodic table. Different physical and chemical property, but they have same atomic masses. Therefore, the element which have same mass number but different atomic number, they are known as isobar. So these are about isotopes and isobar. In next lecture, we will discuss the atomic model, different atomic models. That is mode of arrangement of atomic particles, subatomic particle inside the atom. Several attempts were made by Thomson, by Rutherford, then Niels Bohr, then Schrödinger. Okay. So the contribution of these scientists that we want to discuss. Different atomic models are there. Dalton's atomic model, then Thomson atomic model, Rutherford atomic model, then Niels Bohr atomic model, Schrödinger's atomic model. So that we want to discuss in next lecture. Do the copy and revise this one. Thank you.